time for Ink the Book Show with your host, Ryan O'Connor. And now, let's ink the book.
Holy cats, everybody. Hi. How's everybody doing? It's me, your good pal, Ryan O'Connor, here to draw my Bonehead comic. I'm on page 44 of the comic itself. We're about, I would say, 54 pages into the project out of 235. I'm on here trying to draw every day. So I'm just making my first graphic novel. I'm figuring it out as I go live on this YouTube channel. So if you are also trying to figure this out, we can do it together. So yeah, everything I do on this channel, I'm just diving in head first and figuring out how it's done. I called this episode "Cram It Where the Sun Don't Shine," referring to my whole life right now. My paying gig is requiring me to live a little nocturnally a lot these days. You may have heard it come up before if you watch this. So I kind of have to flip my schedule and adjust my workflow. It can be hard to transition sometimes. I'm going back and forth a lot, like to normal schedule to like an opposite schedule. So if you noticed, I didn't get anything posted yesterday here or on Twitter or Instagram, and that's why. I know. Excuses are like onions. There are layers. Okay, with that said, let's draw. Alrighty. Let me see. I'm gonna see if I can get my brother Liam, to come on here. He's my time-to-time sidekick. I'm just going live on YouTube now. Okay, so usually I do the panels beforehand, but I didn't do anything yesterday. So before I get the ink and brush out, we gotta do these panels. Okay. I'm not going to bump my head on the camera, so no one needs to take a shot. Oh yeah, he says he's gonna come in. Usually he just calls me on my phone because I'm not set up for anything more elaborate than that. But he'll like FaceTime me and we just talk while I do this. We haven't done that in a while. And usually I just call him blind, like I just call him without telling him. And then he ends up being on here for 3 hours. But I figured I'd be kind and actually ask him if he wanted to this time. So I am just doing all the vertical panels right now. Vertical sides of the panels. Okay, let's see. There's a couple pages lately where I think the last one, maybe the one before it. No, mostly the last one. I don't know. You can see here and there, I try to get a little more dynamic with the panel setup. It's usually, my panels are usually based on a 6-panel setup, or like a perfectly even page would be split down the middle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I usually break it up differently based on what I need on the page. And I split them into 3s. So it's like 3 rows of 2 columns, or I can break it into like 3 or 1 big one. This one I've got a couple breaking out of that kind of grid a little bit, just to kind of like make it a little less uniform throughout the book. It kind of gives this one a little more variety or action, I guess. Here's my bro. Hiya. How's it going?
I was like, doing realize I was like, well, I was waiting for like you to, I'm like, hey, he's busy.
Wait, what are you saying? I can't hear you.
I'm saying, can you hear me now?
Yeah, you were all choppy.
Oh, well, I was saying that I was waiting for like you to like send a call or something, and I was like, wait, what am I doing? He's busy.
I was thinking maybe I'd call you if you don't call.
Right? I reread your message and it said now.
Oh yeah.
Like, nice.
So what are you up to?
Well, nothing.
Trying to figure
what
out
are you up to?
I am inking page 44.
Out of 210. I don't know.
Out of 235. I think it's actually more like 10 pages above that. But it's page 44 of the story. What are you eating? I can't say. Huh?
Cutie.
Oh, cutie. What are those, clementines?
No. exactly what they are.
Somehow I knew.
I should have probably just called it that. Because a cutie could be anything.
You were talking about that Netflix show.
Me?
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about?
No. Oh. That thing, I saw it on, like, Twitter, and everyone's like, you guys are sick at Netflix. Adding them or whatever. What the fuck? I always, for some reason, have the thing in my head that I shouldn't swear, and then I said, what the fuck? But I said, oh shit. The classic guy who swears when he doesn't mean to.
What was I gonna say? I was gonna tell you something, but I don't know what anymore. You're fired. No. Oh, have I told you about that I think I'm gonna break these into issues? This book into issues?
Really?
Yeah, it's not written for issues, but I think just so I have something to show, like I'm gonna do like 24-page comics. I'm gonna try and break it into 24-page bits and just put together issues of the black and white art. And just so I have something to show, you know?
Yeah.
And maybe it'll kind of support.
Yeah, I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, thank you for coming up.
Wow. Just randomly videos start playing on my... It's YouTube videos too. It's like...
you have a live audience?
Yeah.
You know, I get the thing I'm trying.
But,
Speak out of turn. So happy to be here.
Wait a minute. I'm just wondering. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's a video I tried to put on like an hour ago.
It wasn't loading or something?
I guess. I forgot I even opened it up.
The 3 days prior to this one, I watched How to Train Your Dragon movie each time. So now I've seen...
What do you mean each time? Each of the 3 days?
One each day.
I've never seen one of them. Are they good? At least?
Yeah, I like them. Apparently they're Josie's favorite movie, so I didn't know that until 3 days ago.
Really?
Yeah.
How long have you known her?
Like 4 days? No, I'm just kidding. Like, and really about, how long have I known her? Like 2 years.
And you never heard a peep about How to Train Your Dragon before?
I mean, if she brought it up, it was like once, and I would never retain that. But
I know she knows all your favorite stuff because you like eat, sleep, and breathe it.
Yeah, I shove it in their face.
But she's like in on it with you, like you're always doing bits from Crash Bandicoot, and now she does too.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know, whatever else you talk about.
But yeah.
I can't hear you.
Yeah, I don't know. She just either she likes it for just to support me, or she likes it too.
Yeah.
I mean, this appears.
What? Oh, yeah, she drew that, right? Oh no, that's who drew that?
She didn't draw it. I said that.
Who did?
She.
Oh, okay.
I'm actually was starting to work on trying to mix a song I made for our 1 year anniversary.
Oh, it's so cool.
So this time around, I would release it.
Wait, this time around?
Yeah, this year, like I would.
Oh, you've been working on it for a long time?
Not really. I worked on it a year ago. Like it was, but it wasn't quite done for our 1 year anniversary. But I mean, it is. It's already everything that is been recorded for forever. But I just never thought of like putting it out. But I was like, what if I put it out for our 2 year anniversary, which is coming up next month.
Okay. You know what? I downloaded GarageBand the other day. I think I was asking you about it. Maybe just about. Oh, I think last time I saw you in person, I asked you if it was.
You asked if it was free or something.
Yeah. So I downloaded it, but I was starting to make a beat, or no, it was like just like a guitar strumming or whatever. And I don't know how to make chords or I guess. Does it have like I know Fruity Loops or FL Studio? I know they have like where you can plug in all the notes manually. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And I can't see how to do that. Like I've got to like play it on the screen in order to record. I don't know. I can barely understand GarageBand. So, do you use that much?
No, never.
Never.
I had it on my phone for a bit, and I didn't get it how to use it.
Yeah, I know. Mike Doty, who I'm a big fan of, he uses it for his the tracks that he puts out every week. A lot of times. I mean, I know he gets a good bit of use out of it. But yeah, I was kind of looking through it, and it's a little hard to comprehend for me. But I want to start trying to make stuff if I can.
But yeah, I just hit up. I want to get back into it. Cause it's been a while. Like every time, the last couple times I've talked to you about it, I'm always like, yeah, it's just been a while. But I want to get. I asked Ronnie, who plays the guitar, I was like, do you know how to record your guitar into a DAW or whatever? And he's like, no. Or basically, he made a joke. He's like, I use gargle. So I was. It was a joke.
What?
He said, nah, I use Gargleon.
Is that a thing?
No, it's not. But I caught it that it was something. It was to make a joke about these nuts.
About what?
These nuts.
Why do you keep cutting out?
I don't know. Is it your producer said that something's off today.
My producer.
Your producer, Adam Carolla. Nah, I'm just kidding. He's not. Do you still do that thing?
No, I haven't lately. I haven't done an Adam Carolla commercial in a while. It was just getting to be. I should, but it's like between making the thumbnail art and the Adam Carolla bit, it was like I was sinking a lot of time into writing those and recording them, and and it was just a lot of like pre-production work for the time being. I'll probably start doing it again. I'm trying to think of how to make different, like what to do. I want to do different things and just trying to figure out how to make it more interesting. And I kind of don't have time for any of it.
This is going to be a bad part of the whole thing, but Mom's calling me.
Oh.
Well, let me answer.
Okay.
Hold on.
So yeah, that's my brother, who so I'm the oldest brother. He's the youngest brother. He's not the youngest of my siblings, though. I have a sister younger than him. But I'm the oldest of 7. And he's my buddy. We're both big fans of Crash Bandicoot. We're both big fans of Norm Macdonald, we found out in the past 2 or 3 years. And so we've been talking about Norm Macdonald like crazy, so like for a couple of years now. And then he died. It's kind of lousy. I just watched one of my favorite movies the other day, Screwed, which man, I don't know why that's not a bigger one, like a bigger deal. Like I've never heard him talk about it. I've heard him talk about Dirty Work. Like even in his book, he talks about Dirty Work a good bit, but not Screwed, and I don't know why. Especially because Dave Chappelle's in it, I would have thought it would be a bigger movie. Here he is. Hiya.
Hello.
What did Mom want?
She asked me to look for something I want on Kohl's.
You won on Kohl's?
Want.
Oh.
Because she has some deal. You know, moms, they get these deals in the mail. They get tricked more than anyone. No, but
it's all scams.
Especially around the holidays.
Nigerian prince says I can save big at Menards.
He's like, and I'll do your shopping for you. Send the card info. Yeah. But long story short, I'm getting a jacket.
Atta boy. Make that jacket.
And it shall be brown, and it shall be fleeced, and it'll have a white collar.
Yeah.
Made from the finest. I've been reading Tolstoy because you know that. You know that?
I know of that.
The Russian?
Yeah.
Because I bought books at the mall. That's all I bought. I wanted like a football jersey. I went to the mall with Josie and her siblings.
Yeah.
And I was like, excuse me.
You're excused.
I got a hole in my throat. But I was like, the only thing I can think of getting at the mall is like a football jersey because I don't even have one right now. So I was like, I'll go get that. But instead, I ended up getting these 3 books.
Instead of a jersey, you got 3 books?
Well,
one of which being by Tolstoy?
It's selected stories, so it's many like mini stories.
See, that's my kind of stories. See, I always like to read Isaac Asimov, the sci-fi guy, but I've never read one of his full his like long form stories. I always read his shorts.
Well, I would have picked up full stories if I could, but I didn't see anything.
Mm-hmm.
But Norm's book, and I was like, I enjoyed reading. that.
Yeah.
No, but it was just nice to read again. I didn't do it for 7 years, so then I went and got that, and then other.
Oh, you're saying you haven't read anything before Norm's book in forever? So
yeah.
you now have an appetite for reading?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Some mornings it's also just to better, I don't know, I've been in a little bit of a funk, but not doing enough stuff for just me.
Uh-huh.
So I just start. So I'm just some mornings I'll just read instead of my phone.
Yeah, cool.
So I'm about 90 pages in, 5 stories in or something.
Really? Dang. What's he writing about? Also, what's he known for? Tolstoy, Dostoevsky, right? Is that right?
It's gonna sound dumb, but
are those two different people? Tolstoy, Dostoevsky?
Yeah,
those are two different people.
Two different guys, and I got another one.
What's his name then? I'm trying to remember. Something
Leo?
Tolstoy. Leo Tolstoy.
Leo, it's something longer, but he also goes by Leo. I asked him. So. That's good, but
and Dostoevsky, I forget.
And then I got damn, I don't remember his name.
They're just paired together. I guess.
Chekhov.
Was the same.
I got that too.
Okay, so
you selected stories, and then I also The Adventures of Tom Sawyer or something.
Yeah. Well, dude,
funny, but it's just
that's
I never read
Mark
that.
Twain.
Yeah.
Mark Twain's good.
I honestly, I took from authors that I know Norm liked because I was I don't know what to look for in a book, and I'm reading because of him. So why not look at what maybe he would look? I'm reading because I was reading because it was his book,
Yeah.
And he was saying how, or people say or he said that your writing or your reading comes out in your writing or whatever. So I was maybe these guys are good too. Well, they're known as classic authors. So.
Yeah. So you read 5 short stories by Tolstoy.
Yeah. So they all, well, not all of them, but some of them start with a Bible verse. It'll be a Bible verse or something. And then he basically writes a story that I guess portrays the same message.
Okay.
So he puts it into perspective, I guess.
Yeah.
But of course it's 19th century perspective, so it's that night they ate bread for dinner.
I can't relate.
He's they had the finest lamb's wool. I'm okay. No, I'm just kidding. As I'm reading from my giant house. No, I'm kidding.
I was thinking about that today. It's
not giant, but
it's today, there is no shortage of, tell that to the grocery store shelves these days, but there's no shortage of food or luxury items. It's you want something, you can get anything as long as you hold down a job. It's we're kind of we're as rich as kings from of previous centuries.
Yeah, and
we want for nothing. It's beautiful. Anyway.
Yeah. And what was I gonna say to that? I started poking my head with a stick and I forgot it.
Yeah, that'll do that.
I said, I like reading. find something to say.
What?
We were talking about you can get whatever you want. Oh, yeah, it's kind of a bad thing, right? A little bit?
Oh, probably.
I mean, it's a terrific thing, but I don't know. We can also, do whatever. I don't know. We can see anything anytime we want. Like, if we want to watch, like, a bear maul a deer. But that's, I don't know. Everything is everything, all packed into one.
That's also something I've been thinking about a lot today is, just because you can indulge yourself in anything anytime you want, should you? And the answer seems to me to be an obviously no. Like, and I'm really trying to lean into some discipline right now. But
I mean, me too. And just and I think it would be something to prove that in these times that you don't have to indulge in any and everything. That'd be something to prove to yourself in the time where they want you to. Would be something I want to as well try not to.
What is happening? Say that again?
I'm just saying that would be something to prove to yourself to not indulge in things when it's so easy to.
Yeah.
It's very hard, though.
It is.
But I've been better about certain things. For God's sakes, I picked up a book.
You picked up a book instead of a jersey. I'm proud of you.
I still want a jersey, but it's just like, what's the point?
You said something like, you're like, I wanted to get a jersey because I don't have one right now, and I was like, I don't think I've ever had one.
I really like football jerseys, but I've never really had one outside of a Bears guy. And that's what I was thinking at the place. I'm like looking at all these jerseys, like, do I want a non-Bears one? Just because I don't know, I just like them. But I couldn't.
Oh, but a football jersey.
Yeah.
But not a Bears one, you're saying?
Yeah.
Why?
But I do want a Bears one, though.
But what other team would you get?
See, that's the thing. I think it would have to just be a player. Not, like, because it's another team, but just, like, if I like a player. Like a quarterback. I really want a quarterback jersey because...
Mahomes is a guy I learned about this year.
Oh, yeah. His jersey was there.
See?
But he sounds like a frog, and he eats ketchup on his mac and cheese, I think.
Yeah, you don't want to support that guy.
No, come on. Plus...
No, he reminds me of your friend Ken. Have I said that before?
No, but that's funny.
Do you see what I'm talking about?
What, the hair and the skin tone? Yeah.
Probably, I guess.
And the eyes maybe, too.
I forget. I haven't seen him in a while, but yeah. I almost certainly. But yeah, he reminds me of Ken.
My hair's a mess because guess what? I took a nap, and I got big bags under my eyes because guess what as well? But I bet you can guess. I took a nap.
Yeah.
Wait, did I already eat I've eaten like 6 of those oranges today.
Yeah.
Maybe 8. Yeah, because I had 2 in the morning. I'm sort of indulgent food.
That's one thing I'm trying to like practice some restraint in not eating sugary junk and not eating like chips and.
Hey, you want to go to the store and we can get cookies?
No. Did I pass?
Well, you know what I was thinking ever since you said that? I was like, how come I never go over to Ryan's house? It's not like it's that
like
far.
He never has cookies.
And that's when I...
Ah! Oh, yeah. I was thinking I was going to invite you over recently, and I did, but you were not available.
Yeah.
That was the night that, unbeknownst to me, Tyler proposed to Lindsay.
Yeah. Out in Hungry Boulder.
That's right. I was like, my aunt has a cabin out there. Like, I think right before they left, I was like, my aunt owns a cabin out there. And he's like, now you tell us. I was like, well, I didn't know you were going. No, but they didn't care.
Sort of. Nah, never mind. But yeah, congrats to them.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I haven't seen. That's what it's like. I haven't seen Tyler in so long. It's like because I never go over it.
Yeah.
I know. But yeah, the How to Train Your Dragon movies were good.
Oh yeah.
I forgot that we. No, because at first, like the stuff from it reminded me of Spyro, and I like Spyro too because I started playing those. I started playing those at age what?
2?
19, 20? And I beat all 3, and I was like, you know what? This game is those games are easier than Crash, but I just like getting lost in those type of games, like easier, like just running around with a guy and seeing all the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's just, I don't know, those are like the only games I can really get into. They're talking about making a new Sly Cooper.
Oh yeah. Really?
I
I never really played that one, but it looks fun when I watch you play it. I used to watch you play it.
Did you ever get these things of I guess nostalgia where you're like, because I told you
I'm a real nostalgic guy.
I played those Spyro games for the first time 3 years ago, and it's literally around this time. It was November when it came out. So
Spyro?
The reignited trilogy.
Oh yeah, okay.
The same thing they did with Crash. So I bought it because I'm like, hey, I never played these games as a kid.
That's right.
And I liked it, but then now every year when it's November, I'm like, I should play that.
Oh really?
Yeah, but I get that with a lot of things,
yeah, no, I hear you. I you kind of make up kind of traditions for yourself.
Yeah,
for things.
But it stinks now because it's I know I'm not gonna enjoy it the way I do, and I don't want to be not like it. I don't know. I might play it. No, but I was also thinking it's when certain songs remind me of certain months too. So those songs will actually just one day, during the month, pop into my head.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll go and listen to them. I think the song "Get You" by this guy Daniel Caesar.
Mm-hmm.
I remember I heard that song in November of 2016. And I was and then, I don't know, certain things, it feels like you're supposed to, whatever, taking part in them around a certain time of year.
Yeah, well,
and that's why video game and things, traditions always happen in our house. It's almost Christmas, we gotta beat a game this month.
Yeah, Wait, what are you saying? Gotta be what?
Beat a game.
Oh.
Like, we'd always play a game. Or in December. Me and Jimmy.
What do I do? Like, Halloween's always big for me. Like, I watch the Halloweenies episode every year of Pete and Pete, and I watch the Time Tunnel episode within the week after that of Pete and Pete for daylight savings, and then what else? I've realized like a bunch of things have gotten folded into my like tradition for Halloween, kind of. Like what was it? What was I just thinking of? Like Over the Garden Wall. That's like a good one to watch for Halloween. And then Thanksgiving, I always like to try and play catch with you guys for a bit.
What, with a football?
Yeah.
You should come, if you want, come play on that Thursday. I think we're going to play. We play every Sunday.
On Thanksgiving, you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I think it would just be fun.
See, I get nervous about playing football because I don't know what I'm doing. But
I mean, Vinny's cousin Mark came like that, and it was.
Yeah, he doesn't know how to play football?
No.
Really?
Yeah, but he has no clue. He was just like standing on the wrong side.
Oh, he's a man after my own heart.
No, but I mean, yeah, I don't know. If you want to, I mean, there's gonna be people there.
I mean, I'm free that day. I want to cook a whole bunch of stuff too.
Yeah, boy, I don't do nothing, man. No, but I want to start doing more. Well, I have been. Like yesterday, I went on a walk for myself. It sounds so insane now at this age that I gotta do, like, make sure you do something that is worthwhile.
Yeah.
Even the littlest thing, because really I get stuck in these cycles like of work, and then it's just like just chill on my phone or something until like the day's done, and I just don't want to do that. I mean, and then I mean, even today, like I've been kind of doing that. So
yeah, it's very easy to like.
Now I'm on the phone with you, so it's okay. I mean, this is worthwhile to me.
Yeah. It does seem so easy to just let all your time slip through your fingers like that, and yeah, I'm the same way. I'm really trying to like buck that the past few years.
Yeah, I feel like I'm trying to buck it all the time, and then I will for like a certain stretch, and then
yeah.
It's something about ever since I've been a full-time worker, it kind of has become like just a real challenge.
Because all you want to do is just like relax, and then that a lot of times that just ends up looking like you being on your phone and just lying in bed.
Today's version of reading paper, it's or watching TV too. It takes place for me of watching. It's like TV time, reading time.
Mm-hmm.
But now I'm actually reading. It's because it's like an umbrella over so many different things. Like you talk to your friends on your phone. You can watch whatever you like. You can, I don't know, everything. I don't have to explain phones to anybody. But
please do. No, I'm just kidding. It's the only way I'll learn.
I had something again to say. My brain is fried from all that sleep. They say it's supposed to rejuvenate you. You know what I mean?
So did you say, what are the stories about?
Yeah, like, I couldn't tell you, like, the specific title of one and then, like, what it's about. But they're, like, I don't know. They always kind of end with, like, seems like kind of like life. Like I said, the last, like, 2 or 3 have had started with a Bible verse.
Uh-huh.
And then, like, there's,
Do they end with, like, an outright moral? Is that what you're saying?
Kind of.
Like they just kind of spell it out? Or he spells it out?
Kind of, yeah. But he was known for, I guess, being, like, very observant of, I don't know. Well, I guess. I just read the back of the book. I never looked him up or anything.
Okay.
And, like, how they are. Yeah. But, yeah, he clearly, I think there's something about him at the beginning. Like, he started to go through, like, a change in his life where he felt like he, like, needed God or something.
Mm-hmm.
And, I think he ended up, like, getting divorced with his wife in that time or something like that.
Oh.
But then, I think this is around that time when he started to write these short stories, because they all are, like, lessons that it's like him, like, writing stories on lessons that maybe he
was, like, ruminating on a lot.
Yeah.
They're kind of relevant to that period of his life.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I could go into it, but it's just, like, it's not as interesting to say it than to
take it in.
Yeah. But I've liked the ones with, like, the Bible verse at the beginning. Like, those are some of my favorite ones so far.
Cool.
You get a perspective from it, like, just instead of just, I don't know, reading the Bible, I guess.
Say that again?
I guess it's just because you get a perspective from it than just, like, reading it in the Bible. Like, you get a perspective right at.
Mm-hmm.
I went to 2 that night that I went to 2 breweries.
Oh, yeah.
I think like 3, but we walked out of one without getting anything. Because, like, they were like, oh, it's too expensive. And then one bar where I did karaoke, but of course all I did was Boom Boom Pow.
What is that?
By the Black Eyed Peas. Gotta get that boom, boom, boom.
Don't know it.
Well, my friend made me do it. I would have rather done something else because we did that at a different place. But when we did it at a different place, I was, like, jumping all over the place. I, like, stood on the wall. Literally, like, there was, like, a little ledge, and I was like, I wonder if anyone else has gone up and done that at this place. So I felt like a legend that night. You know what I mean? But I wasn't thinking, but like, someone recorded it and got a video of me doing it, so like...
Explain Nomi.
Nomi is a synonym to Nam Just, Nama, Nami, Nam, and just kidding.
You mean and or? Like it's one or the other, or both?
They all mean just kidding, but I think it's such a second nature thing for me now because it's truly my only invention. But it's not that other people don't say it, but I guess I just dwelled on it. No.
I've never heard anybody else say it, other than your friends who picked it up from you.
Yeah, it's actually, I always tell people it's insane because I remember, like, people who I was not that close to that, like, at school saying it.
Mm-hmm.
It just goes by word of mouth, I guess, but I always thought that was cool.
A real life influencer.
That should really be like my brand. Or whatever. Not just.
Because
all I do is joke around. Don't go breaking my heart. I couldn't if I tried. Oh, honey, when you grab me by the leg. I don't know how it goes. Yeah, so that's what it means. It just means just kidding, but it became such a bad habit that I say it even when I'm serious, and people go, no, not just. I'm like, yeah, man. Rest in peace. He was a good guy. Nami? No, but it's more so. It's also like if it's like friends of mine probably know it as me saying something, like, and then like softening the blow. Because some and they'll do it too to me. Like they'll say, "Yeah, because you never show up anymore." Now I'm just.
Yeah.
So now it's like a whole other thing.
I've heard you use it that way too.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm like, man, they're using it against me now. But yeah, it's my greatest. It's my magnum opus. If they ever wrote a book on me, it'd be 17 pages long, and it would be mindless and that. Or my or all I had to offer. No, I'm kidding.
I think I used to, when I was a kid, I went through a period where I used to go, no, I'm just kidding, all the time. Like I would say it all the dang time. Like I'm pretty sure I remember that. I think when you first started saying that, it reminded me of that. Like, I would even, like, I would start saying it when I wasn't kidding about anything. I don't know. But.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I mean, that's the thing. I don't think
it was
it's like
I think it was kind of like a nervous habit thing to say or something like that. Which might be the case with you, too.
Yeah. I'm a nervous wreck. I'm a nervous car accident.
Especially on stage, in front of people. Now, have you...
If I have a plan, I'm actually not nervous at all.
Yeah.
Or if it's just karaoke, I don't really... Because I always want to add dance moves to it. Or, like, like something like... Or I just want to be, like, crazy. Because, like, if it doesn't go well, they're like, oh, he was just a joke. No, I don't know. I've never actually really gone out.
Failures. Huh?
I guess my goal when I go out to karaoke is less to sing good because I'm not that good of a I can sing songs, some songs fine, but the goal is I feel like to just be entertaining.
Yeah. And that's really
the best singer in the room.
That's really what it's about. You're not trying to score a record deal when you go to. You're just trying to yourself have fun and get the other people in the room to have fun.
like, I always try to support them because I'm like, it's got to be like, not everyone there is just like super drunk and doesn't like. Some people go there and they're literally like, some people do try to sing very well, and it's just like, you gotta give them the. I think, why do I feel like we actually talked about this before? But like, I feel like
true.
to give them like the props, I guess, no matter what, because I don't want them. I hate when people feel uncomfortable. Like, I'll joke with people, but I really don't like seeing them like be uncomfortable or feel like bad about themselves, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I guess, you know, it's one thing. Like, I'm not a judge. Like, I'm not gonna make 6 out of 10 enough stage.
Yeah.
I always here for them and high five them.
Yeah, that's cool.
And that's how it should be.
It's like, man, we need more people being brave enough to go up there and just sing.
Yeah, what am I gonna make them give up on themselves? Because, like, what if I said something, and I know how sensitive I am to anything. Like, what if I said something bad, like they'd never, and they're like, never doing that again.
Yeah.
That's not what I want to do. Ooh. Marty, sit down.
How's your TikTok going?
See, the thing is this. I want to make more funny stuff on there, but I just never... I don't even think the funniest stuff that I would put on there would not come from me. I don't think me thinking about it too much. Like, those ones I literally made on the fly right there. I had finished peeing sitting down, and I was... Wouldn't this be a good thing if it was a mobster?
Wouldn't it be a good thing if it was a mobster?
Wouldn't it be funny if it was like mobsters? Because I just made some stupid thing.
I just remembered peeing sitting down was the content of that conversation. That's right.
And then I was like, I think it would just be funny if they're talking over each other so much you can barely understand.
Oh yeah, I played that on one of my last videos. Yeah.
You can barely understand it. It's almost like a Family Guy-esque. Like, now that I'm looking back, like, almost like a family thing. Like, I don't know. But it's like, I just want to put stuff on there that makes me laugh.
Yeah. No, that's good.
I got 10 followers. Those videos got 438 plays each.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I probably played that one at least 10 times. It's really funny.
Okay, well, thanks, but I showed it to some people, like, I don't know what you're saying. I'm just like, okay, whatever.
Then you missed the point.
Yeah. I always get excited when, like, I do any little thing and I'll put it out to like 100 people. I'm like, what do you think? Get real weird about it, but at the end, I ran out of things to say. On both the video and the voiceover part of it. So, like, you can just see it, like, fizzling out, and I didn't edit it out, because I was just still testing it. And then, like, it's just fizzling out, like, I ran out of stuff to say, and then the voiceover said, I'll poo on your back. Because I had nothing pertaining.
Yeah, I picked that out. I was able to hear that.
Like, and if you listen to the voiceover, like...
Because it's mostly, like, you're actually having an overlapping conversation with yourself. You're both, like, on, like, you're both talking about what you're talking about. And then you hear that in the middle of it. And then it ends.
And
Poo on your back.
And the thing about the voiceover is I don't know how to use TikTok still. So
What's that?
I don't know how to use TikTok still, so there must be an easier way. But when I was doing the voiceover, I couldn't hear the video as I was doing the voiceover. I could only see the video. I couldn't hear it. And I sort of just winged it, and it turned out not perfect, but pretty good.
Yeah, I was wondering how you did it because, well, first of all, I didn't know it had a voiceover thing because I'm not on TikTok, but I was really impressed that it was like lining up and stuff. What they were saying, particularly at the beginning.
It's so funny because I see what it doesn't even sound like me at first. The voice kind of like wears off towards the end.
Yeah, mom thought you were talking to somebody else.
Yeah,
she didn't recognize it was both your voice.
And I was like, it kind of was very good. I really winged it, like truly. So I just think that's funny, but I just knew I had to do a deeper voice than the one I was doing.
And so there's no effect on that then, right? It's just you talking deeper.
Yeah, Marty, sit down. What do we? Yeah, talking about sitting down peeing again. You're sitting down while peeing. That's what girls do. It's like at him, but not yelling at all. Just talking real slow. What do you? It sounds like Fred.
Huh?
It reminded me of Fred Flintstone. He's like, "Alright, Brian."
Hey.
And it's actually, it seems as though, I'm not saying I ever will or anything, but it seems as though you can actually get kind of, it's not that hard to get like a lot of plays and things on TikTok if it just hits the right algorithm or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know, because 438 plays, like I had at the time like one follower.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. Like it reached out to people I don't like. It's liked by people I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't even have my friends on TikTok really.
Yeah, I joined it for a second and didn't know how to immediately utilize it. I could see potential down the line of how I could use it, but at the moment I was like, I first of all, I don't want to be sitting around watching TikToks, but I didn't see a way that I could like immediately start putting content onto it that would be worth it or all that entertaining or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I didn't investigate too deeply either. Maybe eventually. Let's see.
I think you should because they now have it's like kind of not necessary, but it seems as though it's like the next it's just gonna be around once people on it.
It's where all the most valuable eyes are right now. You know what I mean? That's how I heard somebody put it recently.
Always anything that huge is always gonna have a negative I'll have a negative perception of it. But at first, like
right.
I'm always just like screw that. I'm like, but why? Why am I always? I always feel the need to be against the current.
Yeah, right. Me too. But I've said that about TikTok though. It's like I should try to embrace it a little bit. Like if I'm making it go at all these other social medias, why would I neglect the most popular one right now? You know what? It seems weird to me, but
it's just like there's just all types of everything on there.
Yeah.
Some of it is, I mean, there's, again, 1 billion people. There's going to be anything you can imagine being put on there now instead of, like, because I was starting to put videos on Twitter for a little bit and Instagram, but, like, now it's like, it should just be going there.
Mm-hmm.
If the whole purpose is just to be seen, being funny or whatever the case, should just be putting it on there.
Mm-hmm.
And then Instagram, I was just testing out how to boost things,
On Instagram?
Yeah, well, how to boost a post. You can boost posts so it reaches out a little further.
What does that mean?
Boosting it, like more people see it, like it gets pretty much put in front of people's face a little more. Like it'll show my post. Like,
what do you do to do that?
My post is like an ad to people.
Okay.
Yeah, so instead of, because I put out a song, but instead of posting the song.
Now, is this like something you pay for to boost it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like $2 or something.
Okay, I think I've seen mention of that.
But I just wanted to test it out, and I haven't done it since. But instead of, when I put out a song, instead of posting or promoting the song itself, I promoted a video of me making a song called On the Spot called Coral Blue Number 2. And then I stupidly...
What is Coral Blue Number 2? That's a SpongeBob line,
yeah, it
isn't it?
is, but I don't even know how the song goes. But I'm playing like the ukulele, like 2 chords or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, if you haven't checked out my great new single, Cyclone, available on all streaming platforms, link in my bio, of course. Here's a song to hold you over until you do. It's the original piece I made up on the spot called Coral Blue Number 2, and it goes like this. Which that's a Blink-182 thing. Is here's this song, and it goes like this, and then they start it. No, but I don't know. And then Josie's like, put that into perspective for me. I don't know. It's like if I was gonna just test it, just promote the song. It's like a snippet of the song. And then she's like, but you promoted that. Yeah, what the hell?
How did that fare for you? Did it seem to yield any results?
On the song, probably not. But
did it bring people to your SoundCloud or whatever you were boosting?
Got a lot more views. It got a lot more views than any post on Instagram normally would. So it definitely worked.
Okay.
And I didn't spend an outrageous amount of money.
Yeah. What can I ask? What kind of money that cost? Can I ask what kind of money that cost you?
Yeah, I said it was like $42.
$42, huh?
$42, and that got me 500 plays more than I probably would have. So I'm saying people who get money, and they just invest so much money into promoting it, and if they believe in what they're promoting, they get it works. That's all you have to do, but it's just depends on if you're willing to do that, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I guess you also have you need to have something to show. But I'm not exactly ambitious enough. I don't know to be to do anything. No, I'm kidding.
I gotta start thinking of more fun stuff I can do with this YouTube channel.
Yeah, you could.
And how to? I gotta figure out how to. I guess it's OBS. I gotta figure out how to utilize all those. I don't know, all these other features that I kind of never seem to have time to investigate. But as it is right now, I can't do any of that stuff. I don't see any means for doing any of that stuff. But I think there's like programs you can get and kind of unlock all these features.
Yeah, I lost my wallet today.
Dude, you lose your wallet so freaking often.
Yeah. And I mean, now it's not where I thought it was. Because I'm like, I was at Menards and I was like, I was at Menards. And then I went to buy chips and stuff.
At Menards. Okay.
Yeah. It wasn't while I was there, but I'm just not saying. But I was there and I bought chips and then, or I went to buy chips, and then all of a sudden I didn't have my wallet, and I had my wallet on me every day at work, and I could have sworn I had it. And then I go, oh, I don't have my wallet, I'll be back. And I just drove away.
Yeah.
I thought it might be in my car. Now I'm panicking.
Did you use it elsewhere today?
No. What I did do was my bill. So I was like, Mom, I'll pay you I paid off my car bill. I always pay $80 extra. And then I was like, Mom, I'll pay, because I paid her for like the car insurance or whatever still.
Uh-huh.
So I give her the money. So I'm like, I'll pay for that like at the end of this week. And then she's like, okay. And then I guess I forgot it goes through automatic on the. So I was down to 96 cents in my account, basically. So if anyone, I mean, I'm not now, but I was there. If someone finds my card and spends it, they're like, sorry, sir, but you'll only be having 2 of those gumballs. I don't know where it is, though. That's kind of scary. You know what else is scary? Oh, I forgot. Our basement flooded.
Oh, it did?
Just a little, tiny bit.
The sump pump stopped working or something?
Yeah. It's, the thing, though, that my mom was taking out the decoration under the thing. It unplugs the thing,
Oh.
The typical thing that happens every time that never doesn't happen once a year.
You're saying it happens every year when she pulls the decorations out?
I feel as though The Adventures of Tom Sawyer by Mark Twain.
I've heard tell of him.
Anton Chekhov, selected stories. Based on a true story, Norm Macdonald. I'm starting a book collection.
Dude, I'm I'm finishing the Screw Tape Letters by C.S. Lewis. Oh, I'll hold it up to you too. I just yesterday picked it back up again after forgetting about it for like a few months.
You read?
Yeah,
I thought
I'm on chapter 30. There's only 31 chapters. I didn't realize how far I was into it. And then there's like a second like little collection in here called Screw Tape Proposes a Toast. So I'm almost done with that one, and then I want to read this thing by. I started this one a long time ago. I got to figure out where I am in it. I might even just start it over, but it's called The Time Machine Did It. It's the first in a series by this guy who's a writer for The Simpsons, and it's really funny. It's like about a detective named Frank Burley, and he's kind of like incompetent and stupid, and it's, I don't know.
Everything I'm afraid of being.
Yeah. And then Heather found my my book Flatland recently that I want to reread.
So everybody reads, right? And I thought I was becoming special.
No, I also read to be more special than I am.
What?
Of course, I haven't been reading lately.
Don't chew tobacco? I don't even think I'd look or smell it.
Who's chewing?
Oh
Oh man, mom has decorated the house already, huh? I saw some lights.
Let me make sure. What'd you say?
I said mom has decorated the house already. I was seeing lights.
Some of it.
Who's chewing tobacco?
I don't know. Dad goes, Liam. I go, what? He goes, don't chew tobacco. It's a bad habit.
Were you doing that?
No.
Why not?
Just fatherly advice, I guess. And I said, your heart is a triangle. Your butt is a square. You make me feel like a fool waiting for you. Said, why can't I get? And have you guys seen a wallet? What do you mean not again?
See, you lose it like 5 times a year.
Yeah, I don't know.
And that's probably on the conservative side of how often you lose it. That's probably a generously modest.
I think I'm on the wrong side of history.
You think someday it'll be a popular thing to lose your wallet all the time?
I don't know. They're like, Ryan, your car bill's 5 months late.
I don't pay them for my car, and I'm almost paid off on my car. I'm excited.
Well, if you guys see a wallet, just let me know because I have no money until.
You might need to. You might need to cancel your debit card.
I thought I did, but I didn't. Who? Possible. God, Dad is always so stupid and mean. No, I'm just kidding. All he said was check your. He said you were late, or I was like in a hurry because I slept in because I didn't set an alarm. And so I was like, I'll meet you there. Dad. He hates when I call him Dad.
Probably because you're not his son, right? No, he hates when you call him Dad.
No, I'm just making stuff up.
Okay.
I go, whatever, Dad. Look at this guy. His name's Alfred. Josie got him. And I'm like,
is that a dinosaur?
Why do you buy this stuff? What are we doing here? You're buying a dinosaur. I got bills to pay. You're taking up now you're taking up a seat in my room. Where am I supposed to? And then he's an idiot. He doesn't even help. He doesn't help out around the house. And
that's whack.
You know, I always tell a little joke. I'm like, he's basically just stuffing.
That's hilarious.
But yeah, wallet, as far as I know, has been stolen.
You're taking it well.
They won't get far. I see where that.
Not with my bank account.
I see, like, they're in, like, Utah. I'm like, that's kind of far. What was that? Oh, Norm, in his book, he goes, I've traveled all over the world and I've seen all these things. He said, except for Europe. and Asia and Africa
and Antarctica. But I mean, who's?
He's like, yeah.
What does he say? Like, who's been to Antarctica?
That's sad to know, though, that he never ever left
the U.S.
Never left
or Canada.
America.
Dang.
Never left North America.
That's true.
I mean, unless that we were just joking his thing.
Oh.
I know he used to go to Hawaii all the time for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that's right.
But who doesn't?
I guess his son Dylan would write jokes for the show.
What's that?
I guess his son Dylan would write jokes for Norm Macdonald Live.
Is that true?
I guess he was on an episode where, like, he's talking about he's got to fire Dylan because he doesn't do anything. It was like the cold open of the show, you know.
Yeah.
And he's trying to fire him, and then at one point Dylan reads off a bunch of jokes that he wrote, and I thought they were all pretty funny. But you know, he's like downplaying him. Actually, at one point he does go like, "That's actually pretty good." But they were good ones.
Are you sure that's not just a skit? And
I think
the whole thing that shows, like, apparently he doesn't know who writes the jokes or where they come from, but they're clearly written by him.
Yeah. Well, I think they, you know, I think that other people write some of them, but it seemed to me that, I mean, it seemed to suggest in that one that his son works on the show to some capacity and would write jokes as well. Which I never realized before.
Little Dylan? No.
Yeah. He's trying to fire him with a compliment sandwich. You know what I mean? He's like, I don't want to deliver this bad news to my son or whatever. And Adam E gets like, well, maybe you should try using a compliment sandwich. And he's explaining to Norm what that is. And so he starts by like complimenting his shirt. He's like, oh, really? Thanks. And he like, it's like all he really hears are the compliments and it doesn't go over his plan. And then he like, you might have seen the clip where Norm says something to Adam E. He goes like, he's like, that's a very nice tie to Adam Egan. And then he splashes water in his face. And then he's like, I like your shirt. And then he walks off.
That's what that episode's from?
Yeah. That's like the end of that cold open.
That show's hilarious.
Yeah, it is.
The cold opens are all funny. I don't know.
Yeah.
I was just watching the one with Ray Romano today.
Uh-huh.
Because why not?
Correct.
Because I don't give a shit. And they had Fred Stoller on, and Norm is like unrelentlessly mean to him, kind of.
Yeah, he is. But I hear him talk, like, he casually brings up Fred Stoller a lot. So, I don't know. He must be good friends with him to some capacity, or was.
Yeah, maybe.
But yeah, he does call him like ugly and stuff. He does like really like kind of
calls him like basically a bad comic.
Yeah, he's like really underwhelmed about having Fred Stoller when he was supposed to have somebody else. I forget who.
Robert
Oh yeah. It's like I didn't. Like, needless to say, I didn't read your book because I was too busy reading a superior book by Robert Blake.
Yeah. And then today...
He keeps holding up that book.
The one with Ray Romano, he's like... they're talking to Fred Stoller.
Oh, yeah.
He's just talking about being on some show, and he's like, but that must be something, working with those great character actors. He's like, I guess that's kind of what you are now, like, talking to him.
Mm-hmm.
And then Fred Stoller goes, thanks. Well, and he starts going on, and he goes, I was joking, Fred, I was joking. And then he's like, Fred just keeps talking and doesn't hear Norm at first. He's like, it was a joke, I'm joking. He goes, what? He's like, I'm joking. I said that you were a great character actor. I don't think you're as good as them. I'm just joking. He's like, you said thank you, and everyone in here started laughing like you were nuts. It's just like, jeez. He wouldn't even let him, like, think that.
Oh my goodness. There was... I think it was the one with Todd Glass that I just watched, where he's like, who's talking? Oh, you're playing Spyro right now?
How'd you know that?
I heard something about dragons. I'm hearing all kinds of voices.
Maybe I'm watching How to Train Your Dragon 4.
That could be, but I know you better than that. No, but I think it was the one with Todd Glass that I just watched recently. He like really like casually, like the way he heavily implied that Adam Egget is a Holocaust denier to Todd Glass. Like it was like, I was like, dang, he's really like throwing him under the bus here. Like he's not a Holocaust denier, but he's like really like it's like so dangerous for Adam Egget how casually he does that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He was talking about the smokestack.
Yeah. And then this guy's talking about how like the shadows on the photos of the smokestacks.
Like clearly Norm has like researched what Holocaust.
Yeah, that's what I kept thinking. It's like,
and like Adam Egget's just like, what the hell are you talking about? Like he doesn't even know what.
He's like, I've had a bar mitzvah. I'm.
Yeah, I feel like there's certain things Norm tells him he should say, and that's one of them. Like, I've had a bar mitzvah. Because he says that every time when he says he's a Holocaust. Or that thing he always makes Adam ask people, where do you get your
I always feel so bad for him because it's like, it seems like they're always like, even before Norm does, sometimes the guests are like also into mistreating him.
What's that?
I said, even before Norm does, sometimes it always seems like the guests are into mistreating him too.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, dang, I always feel bad for Adam Egget, but
it's just part of the thing. Like,
yeah.
In real, and Adam are good friends.
Oh, I know. I just read I feel like I saw the post when Norm first died that Adam Egget did on Instagram. I feel like I saw the post before, but I didn't see the caption, which is really long and really like heartfelt and stuff. And
yeah.
Man, that
I started as soon as I mean not as soon as he died because I was at work, or as soon as it was announced, but I just started eventually that day just going to everyone who I knew that like who loved him basically, like fellow comedian and different people that I know he's had like many interactions with, I guess. Well, like Adam Egget, David Letterman, Everybody. And then I just want to see what other comedians said, like Bill Burr and stuff in there.
Mm-hmm.
It's all this.
I listened to maybe half of what Bill Burr said, and I never got back to it.
A second wind in his career, like off just like YouTube. Because just people seeing him on YouTube, because that's how I got into him.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I mean, I knew of him.
Right.
But that was all I ever, like, I never thought much of, like, Norm Macdonald. And then I didn't know he'd end up being, like a hero in my eyes.
Yeah.
It's just crazy that that's what the internet does now.
Yeah. Have you seen Norm Macdonald Has a Show on Netflix?
Yeah, I think I watched all of those.
It's pretty much the same thing as.
It's like a little toned back in terms of like.
Yeah.
The things he would say.
It's kind of a stripped down version of Norm Macdonald Live. Which was like, I had never really heard of Norm Macdonald Live before you were showing us clips all the time all of a sudden. And I would always go on like periodically, I would always go on like Norm Macdonald rabbit holes, but it was usually like talk show interviews that I would ever watch.
And then what? And then one day I must have revealed to you that I was watching.
Yeah, like I had seen Norm Macdonald Has a Show, and then it was like a while later, all of a sudden you were always like watching clips of that and going on about him. And then I found out about his book.
He's going on about the.
And then he did that other special.
Totally shitting on his sponsor. He goes, the way he would, like, when he's doing the man grade, at one point he just said it, he goes, man grade.
Yeah, I know.
The lamest name ever.
Like rolling his eyes at it.
Yeah.
I was cracking up because so obviously they like stopped like sponsoring that after a while because they were always like just trashing it every time they bring it up. So I think they lost the sponsorship of that. And then but then there was one episode recently where there was a spot at the beginning where it said the man great is back, and it was just like a reel, like a clip reel of all the things that the times that they had sponsored it before. It was just like a best of compilation or something, and it was like built like shaved into a commercial or something. But it was at the end, Andy Dick just throws it off the desk.
Andy Dick was somehow on that show was like, it made me like think he was a pretty cool guy. I never thought much of Andy Dick.
No,
but then I just saw something recently where he's in trouble.
Oh, he's a cad. I think he's always in trouble. But I don't know much about Andy Dick explicitly, but like a lot of the guests on Norm Macdonald Live, it's like often the ones I think are going to be the least interesting end up being the most interesting. I really liked Andy Dick's episode.
Yeah, it's one of
not that I didn't think I was gonna like his. I kind of probably would have expected to, but
that's one of my favorite ones.
Yeah, that is
a lot of season one. I like. I mean, I just started watching like Ray Romano's the first episode of season 2, but I just feel like season 1, all the clips that like I loved were from season 1.
Mm-hmm.
But no, but there's a lot of good ones. I don't know. I think Bill Hader's in season 2. Roseanne, maybe? No,
I forget if I've seen Bill Hader's full episode. I don't think I have. I've seen bits from it. I haven't seen Roseanne's episode yet. I think the last one I watched was Fred Willard. Maybe it was Todd Glass. I don't know. Let's see.
I like how he's always got good
Oh, I was in the middle of the Bob Saget one, which is why I started looking for his movies, because they were talking about dirty work, and I got it under my skin to watch those movies.
Dirty Work's fun. I rented it on like Apple TV.
It's on HBO Max.
I rented it on Apple TV for like $3. I was like, I'll just watch it now because I don't know where else I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah.
Because I looked up just to see if it was on there.
Mm-hmm.
On my phone. So I just watched it on my phone. And it was funny. It had a lot of funny parts. Like, I don't even think. But one of the most recent really funny things that I saw from that, because now I'm just trying to like get everything I can, you know, now that he's like gone. Like trying to really see everything. Mm-hmm. It's like the ending to that book, to his book, was just like, I was like, a book has never made me laugh like that.
Oh yeah, it's hilarious.
The fact that he wrote it, like, a huge run-on sentence, and because it was supposed to be like he's actually writing the book this time.
Yeah, because there's
not that Terrence Keane or whatever.
Yeah, there's a ghostwriter in the like a fictional ghostwriter in the book, but then parts of it are written. Well, a part of it is written by Norm himself. There is one chapter that is like Norm Macdonald keeps insisting that the ghostwriter write like in his words word for word, and so he, like at one point he does write it out word for word, and it's just nothing but swears and like just like it's just ridiculous.
Oh,
it's a terrible story.
How can a book be so funny?
It's like the least poetic part of the whole book.
I like how he jokes like that. Like he gives himself no credit. Like he's just like a punk.
Yeah, and the part that he wrote himself, there's like no punctuation or capitalization, and it's like written by an idiotic child.
Oh man, I don't know. But just, when they're talking about
the waitress, yeah.
Tell me you're not. Tell me you're not putting that in your book, and he's like, I'm not putting it in the book. He's like, and then tell me. How can that not go in your book?
It's like, and I have to explain to him how that doesn't belong in a book or any book or something like that. I forget. Like, it has no place in any book ever. No book ever. It had to be about a waitress's butt.
Oh man, the whole like, it's like a world like. Being a fan of him was like just living in a world where like Adam he gets it. Like he can't. He actually seems like a guy who's like really into a lot of things. Like for one, stand up, and he's like I think I follow him on Instagram, and he's always posting like clips of like live performances that he loves from like different bands. He's like this performance is always like he just seems super like actually like interesting guy.
Mm-hmm.
But so funny.
He's just like a dim-witted lackey in this book. Like
Yeah.
And then we get to do this, boss?
It's like you're hurting himself. He like hurts himself and goes, ow!
Oh, mercy.
I can't think of a specific thing, but like there was a couple times where he like stupidly hurts himself. Like he's thinking and he has like his hand over a flame. Or
Yeah.
something like that. It's just so dumb. It's so funny.
It's like he just like lets Norm use him that way. You know what I mean? Like as his dim-witted sidekick on these shows and in his book. Like that's such a funny friendship they have.
They did like that, when he's doing those quarantined episodes where he's sitting at home on the phone with people, and he did one with Adam Egget.
No, I don't know about this.
Oh, you don't? It was on Norm's YouTube channel, like his real one.
Oh.
He had like a real one in 2024.
Oh, my buddy Ben's calling.
Oh.
Well, I might just I'll call him back.
Okay. But yeah, he was talking to Adam Egget, and he's like saying how they got to he's like, we're gonna get the podcast up and going again, and that was just last year he was saying that.
Yeah, I heard a brief interview where he was talking about pitching new stuff to Netflix. I think beyond Norm Macdonald has a show. Like I think he was trying to plan like a sitcom, like a new sitcom, and it sounded like he had a lot of stuff like that he was trying to get going.
It's too bad.
It really is. Like I think this year or next year was probably going to be a big year for him.
Yeah, I think what was I going to say? Something weird. I don't know. It's just like the only content I was really getting any recent content from it was from his Instagram.
That's Norm Macdonald?
Yeah, like just towards the end.
Oh,
like
yeah.
he just post videos of like him and his mom, or just like
really?
Yeah, sitting on like the couch eating fudgesicles and stuff.
I know. I only follow him on Twitter, so I didn't know about any of that stuff.
And so that's where I saw a lot of the quarantined episodes. He put it on YouTube as well, but they were on Instagram. And then
I did see a little bit of quarantine stuff where like it was him talking to Rob Schneider.
Maybe. I know he talked with Roseanne too, but yeah, and then that thing with the horse. I
just remembered you showed me that.
Like that's I saw all that off Instagram. But
how would that?
That just made me like crying and laughing the first time I saw it. Like, how does he laugh so easily? But now he's dead. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, you're not.
It's also a coping mechanism.
Did I send you the thing with Drew Barrymore where he's like, I think when I die, I just want all my friends to get together and try and bring me back to life.
That's hilarious. He was so
and that was like
being brought back to life if he died.
What's that?
He had another joke like he wanted to donate his life to science, specifically a scientist trying to
Yeah, I just heard that.
Like bring people back to life or whatever. Listen to your heart when it's calling for you. Listen to your heart.
Okay.
I want to go buy ice cream. But I can't because I don't have a wallet.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say, don't postpone joy. But I guess you have to. You have no choice.
I have to because someone stole my wallet. I always think someone stole it until I find it. And I go, oh.
Oh, wait. I misunderstood what I was looking at.
Listen to your heart when it's calling for you. Listen to your heart.
Who is that?
I don't know. It's some 80s song that Miguel always plays at work.
Lady in Red.
I've been reading too many Russian artists. Look at me.
Hmm?
I mean, do you think I've been reading too many Russian authors? Look at me.
Oh, where'd you get that?
It's just a winter head. I don't know. I think we've had it for a couple. I didn't just get it. Like, it wasn't me.
Comrade Liam.
Listen to your heart. No, I'm just. And I'll do that too. Like if I'm
no, I know I'm being annoying.
Yeah.
I get it.
But because it'll be like, oh, I've said that like 6 times now. Saying that, it's like not just really for me. It's like anything. But people who know me start to know.
Uh-huh.
And that's all that matters. Noma. Or if I say something sweet, I'm like, you're a good guy. Like, one thing I've noticed is you're always generous no matter what, Nami. They're like, what am I? I go, I don't know. Go away, you fat dragon, you. Listen. Okay. Yeah, so I'm not going to be home for Christmas.
Oh, yeah. Where are you going? North Dakota?
North Dakota, Illinois, yes. No, I'm just kidding. Just North Dakota.
That's cool.
So, I'll be able to unironically play the song, I won't be home. I won't be home for Christmas.
Yeah, that stinks. I mean,
It does stink.
Well, who else? Somebody else is going to be somewhere away from here.
Like, they're going to, like, Florida or something. I'm like, I want to go somewhere where they're... For Christmas, like, I think Tara.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I couldn't remember.
Mom and Dad, like, right after Christmas. It's like the band's sort of breaking up, right?
Well, kind of.
I mean, I feel like... our family's falling apart.
No, it's just, like...
It's just a thing
we're like always together for that stuff lately, and then like the past 5 years, and our other sister Kaylee was in Spain.
Not just the past 5 years we're together, always.
Well, yeah, and it's
like this is my first year ever not like, but it's like I'm glad I'm going somewhere cold and snowy.
Yeah.
Why would I want to go to Florida for Christmas? Are you kidding me?
Have you ever?
Maybe right after Christmas, sure.
Speaking of North Dakota, have you ever watched? I'm sure you have not, but have you seen Fargo?
No. Everyone always asks because I'm dating a North Dakotan.
Is that what you call them, North Dakotans?
I think it's just be North Dakotan, or yeah, but North Dakotan sounds cooler. But nami.
Because I just watched a different Coen Brothers movie for the first time called Raising Arizona, which was really good.
Yeah, I saw Venom.
Yeah, see, I did not see Venom.
I think that's a Coen Brothers.
Perhaps.
I don't know. It was okay. I'm not gonna be. I'm not that big on like superhero movies.
No, me either. I kind of can't be bothered with them.
Some of them, like I really like Thor Ragnarok. I remember when I saw that, and I was like, the name of the movie just sounds boring. First of all, then I went. Like to me, some people that might sound like the coolest thing ever, but
I've heard that a lot of people liked that one, but I know nothing.
And then I hated Justice League. We saw that like the same year, like me and my friends.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like I don't like it at all.
Really?
I'm not like a big crit. Like I can love like any movie. Like I loved like the How to Train Your Dragon movies. I love those movies. It's like just it doesn't take a lot for me to be like that's a cool movie. I don't want to be a critic. I just want to enjoy.
Yeah.
It, I guess.
See, I don't really get too into any movies anymore. I'm trying to find ones that I like watching. So I've been kind of putting on a lot of movies lately. But generally, it's like most movies I can't get into. I don't know what it is.
For me, like I enjoy it with people,
Sure.
It's like you watch a show by yourself and like you laugh the first time, but then if you go and you're showing other people, like it's just sharing it is what makes it, funny. Or like sharing it is what makes it that much more great. I feel like you're like, look at this part. And it's like the Tim Robinson stuff. Like I always laugh when I'm alone, but then I can laugh at it just as hard like 5 more times if I'm watching it with someone else.
Yeah.
that skit, the prank. Did you watch that?
I've seen all of that show. Yeah.
Oh, okay. The prank.
The prank one where he's in the full body suit.
I've ever seen.
What's that?
The one where he's dressed up like for the prank. He's dressed up as an old guy. I can't see out the sides of my eyes.
This is a character I call something or other. And then there's too much stuff on me.
There's too much bleeping on me. I can't see. I can't breathe.
It's like
he says it twice.
It's like you can breathe.
And he goes, I'm taking the head off. Then I'm taking the chin off. It kills. He goes, it kills? Oh, yeah, it actually does, Greg. You wouldn't know.
It's like every one of these skits, he's just playing like a different version of the same character, but I don't know. And then
all of a sudden, he's not even like about the prank show at all. He's like, he goes, "What is that? Go and kick that girl's table or something." He said, "What does that do for the greater good?"
It's like since when has this been about the greater good?
Why it's funny? Is it because she's alone? Like questioning everything now, like not even invested in it, and then at the end he's like, "We'll scrap it or everything." Then what's the show? Like it's a prank show. This is the funniest skit. No, anytime I think of a skit now, I'm gonna be like, maybe I should try to make it into a TikTok.
How long can those be?
They can be 15 seconds, 1 minute, or 3 minutes.
It has to be one or the other.
Yeah.
No in between.
1 or 15 seconds, 1 minute, or 3 minutes. I mean, that's not bad. Like, that's like the way things are now. Like, people only want to see something that's 3 minutes max. It's like, good God. Know where I'm going, and I don't know why. Listen to your heart before you tell me goodbye.
I feel like I probably know this song, but I'm not recognizing it.
There's like a remix that used to play at Menards, and it's like very fast, and it's like a dance song, and it's like, listen to your heart when it's calling. It's the same song.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I'm singing it again. I like how with Adam Egan, I always feel like I have to call him Adam Egan.
Yeah, right.
Like, I don't, just calling him Adam doesn't even seem right.
Norm Macdonald never calls him Adam. It's so funny. It's always Adam Egan. And then so there's some of the jokes that they read with his name in it, and then the person's like, I forget who it was. He's like, Adam Egan. Oh, is that your? Oh, it's David Spade. He's like, oh, is that your name? Yeah, change it.
Yeah. Is that your name? I wonder if he talks to them before, like, this guy's like our punching bag for the hour.
Yeah.
I don't think he does. I think he just kind of just did it.
That's the impression I get. I don't know if he's into planning stuff beforehand. I don't get the impression that he generally does that.
Man, what I said on my Facebook post about him, like, was so true. Like, when I first found him and, like, was getting into him, I'm like, I can't even imagine, like, thinking anyone else is, like, funnier.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll ever find someone I'm like, this is the funniest person that's, like, ever existed other than him. Because, like, for a while it was, like, Louis. Like, I thought Louis was hilarious. Like, I was watching his stuff all the time. And then it was Bill Burr. And then Norm Macdonald, at first, I was just, like, confused. I didn't get it at first, I guess. I don't know. Because, like, I mean, I got it, but it was just, like...
He does a lot of, like, anti-comedy.
That's the thing, like, and that's the first thing you see. Like, the first thing I think I saw was, like, the moth joke. It was, like, a lot of people. And so I'm just like, okay, that's pretty funny. I guess it went nowhere.
I was just like...
I did think it was funny, but I was just like, is that, like, he's just, like, anti-comedian? Like, that's his thing? But, like, no, he turned out everything. I wanted to be a part of, like, everything he ever made. I could talk about him for minutes.
At least 2.
Until I get tired. I'm just... Okay. I went on a walk yesterday, and I was listening to Euphoria by Angels and Airwaves, and that song gets me pumped. And so I was like, screw it, I'll just jump and dance, and I felt so good. Isn't that boring to talk about?
Yeah. Sorry, what did you say? You listened to a song?
By Angels and Airwaves, and, like, I was just like, I was on a walk, and then I just started, like, sort of dancing, jumping around outside. You look like an idiot. But I had a good time.
Well, that's good.
No, but it was like the feeling. I just felt very good. Like, I almost felt lightheaded. Jesus. No, I felt like a tingling, like I don't know.
In your chest and left arm.
No, in my head, in my arms. Yeah. Maybe I was having a stroke, but and I noticed when I went outside, excuse me, and was just walking. I was listening to music. The first song that came on was "I Hear the Bells."
Is that by Mike Doty?
Yeah. And then I was just smiling.
Dude, I love Mike Doty.
So it's like you should, if you ever want to go on a walk, you should do it instead not, because I do that a lot.
I do that a lot. You know when I go for walks a lot?
No, I do it a lot. I do it a lot where I say I want to, but don't.
I go for walks a lot in the rain, which sounds gloomy, but I really enjoy it.
No, that's, I don't know. There is something kind of peaceful about it. One time I jogged in the rain. I jogged around, that McDonald's and the Walgreens, like that area.
Mm-hmm.
I jogged around that and never stopped and jogged all the way down. I can't explain, but basically it was 4 miles and I just never stopped jogging in the rain. Didn't stop. Impressed yet?
Oh yeah, it's my boy.
But that was last year. Man, this year flew by. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, for everybody apparently. I always hear that.
Oh, busy again.
What's that?
But 2020 flew by too. I think I'm just getting older. That's why they say that the reason it seems like time flies more when you get older, as opposed to how never-ending childhood. Well, it's not. I guess it's never.
A day, each day makes up a smaller percentage of your life.
Yeah.
And a month makes up a smaller percentage of your life. I don't know. Is it? Well, what were you gonna say?
Well, I was saying the reason, now it's time flies so fast, as they say, is because when you're a child or a kid, is because you're everything you do is basically new to you. You're doing it for the first time, so you're experiencing new things all the time. So you are, I don't know, but when you get into a routine, you start working 40 hours a week, and then you get home and you just do the same things to yourself, to your lone, I don't know, just sit in your bed or do the same thing every day. It becomes, the days just blend in, and the days go by, and they're not as much of an experience, I guess. I don't know. But so they say just do as many new things as you can, and you'll live a longer, better life. But I mean, that's obvious. But it's that something helped me realize it. I saw something that said that, and I realized, because I don't know. I always wondered, why is life not as enjoyable or go? It's why is it going by so fast? And I just need to do more new stuff. That's why I'm I never don't watch movies and stuff, so I'm doing that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's just do something new.
Yeah.
But that's all. But you don't think that's? I mean, I guess maybe it's not that's more obvious to other people.
No, that's interesting to think about. See,
it doesn't sound like it.
No, I'm just also trying to wrap up this page. I usually try to finish when I'm on this schedule. I usually try to finish by 9 o'clock, and we're getting real close. But I can I can go longer than that.
Nah, you can. That was really the only album I've gotten. I started listening to like the new one, but I didn't really get into it. And then
What, the Ghost of Vroom one?
Yeah, I'll probably give it another try, but
it's different. The one thing I don't particularly like about that album, and he's already working on another one, but for Ghost of Vroom, the one thing that kind of bugs me is he does like an instrumental kind of like bow out of every song, that it's like a departure at the end of every song, and it's kind of it's kind of like too much of the same trick after every song. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What, like
he calls them dreams. We do a dream at the end of every song. I don't know. That's what I heard him say in one interview.
But I mean,
but there's some good stuff on there.
It's really haughty melodic. That's the only album I ever checked out by.
That's a really good one. Let me see.
I love the song. There's just a lot of songs I love in it. I didn't know the end would turn out like one of the last songs is about songs that it's like a song about just about God.
Yeah.
So would it find God or something?
I don't know. I don't know how religious he actually. I've never really heard him talk about God so much. Other than that, I know he did some stuff on, he wrote some kind of stage show a few years ago, about the Book of Revelation, and one of the songs from that was I think cannibalized into a song on his Ghost of Vroom album, called John the Revelator. But I don't know. I don't know if he is. He doesn't really talk about it much. But
are there any? Because I just love the melodies and just the. I don't know. I just love those songs. Does he have any more of that? From that same cloth, I guess. I don't know.
You know, that is one of his hands down best albums, I think. But I like a lot of the stuff on the stuff he put out right before that. There was a double EP kind of thing he put out called. So I don't know. I have them. I got them where they were a thing together. Huh?
It's called Now That's What I Call Christmas.
Yeah. No, it's so you might find them separately or you might find it together, but it's called, there's Skittish and Rockety Roll, but it's kind of less not necessarily as dreamy as a lot of the stuff on Haughty Melodic.
Okay.
But it's really good, and I would say one of my other favorite albums of his is called Yes and Also Yes.
It's on Spotify, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I really like the intro track. Looking at the bottom,
yeah, that was the first. That was the first one of his solo tracks I ever heard.
And then obviously, Unsingable Name and Sunken Eyed Girl.
Oh, Gray Ghost is on that one. That was the second one I heard. I bought those both on iTunes back in the day.
American Pie, I really like. They got like white Lexus too.
Yeah, American Car and white Lexus. I wrote a song about your cars on that one, isn't it? Maybe that's on Golden Delicious. You might like Golden Delicious. That was kind of the follow-up. Whoa. It's 9 o'clock.
All right, if you want to get going,
Well, if you need to go, that's fine. I'm gonna finish this page up. You got something to do?
No, just pee.
Oh. If you must. I say go for it.
You want to hear it? No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just. Unless that. But what was I? What have I done to deserve this? What have I done to deserve this? I thought that was the dumbest song.
I don't know.
Why would that be in a song?
What is it?
Some 80s song once again, and the guy just went, what have I done to deserve this? That's like the chorus. It's just like, it's not catchy. What have I done to deserve this? It's just a mouthful. And, yeah.
You're just looking at my camera rig, I think. I just realized.
I'm also really into Shrek. No, I'm just kidding.
It's true. Oh wait, you were just kidding.
Yeah, I hear the bells sunk, and I don't know why I'm looking up the songs, like, but Madeline and Nine.
Yeah, that whole album is really strong. I'm glad you like it. Yeah, I'd say the closest to it probably is Golden Delicious, which is the one that came out right after that.
Not skittish brackety girl.
On that one, I like, off the top of my head, I want to say, I know I like Put It Down. I like the last two songs, Nectarine and Navigating by the Stars at Night. There's a song on there called Wednesday. Let me think. What else is on Golden Delicious? More Bacon Than the Pan Can Handle. And the Ghost of Room album also has a song on it called More Bacon Than the Pan Can Handle. But it just uses the same sample, some of the same samples, but it's a totally different song. Which is a really weird thing to do, I feel like.
Yeah, I'll have to check it out because I want that.
Have you listened to any Soul Coughing? Really?
Not really.
It's different music for sure, but I like all that stuff too. It's more paranoid and kind of different, but Soul Coughing's good too.
What's the best one?
The best album? It's hard to say. I guess I would say their first one is probably the easiest. Ruby Vroom. And then but the one, their third album, El Oso, it took me a long time. Like after the first few songs, I didn't like anything on the album, but then eventually, I learned to love like everything on that one too. So they only have 3 albums: Ruby Vroom, Irresistible Bliss, and El Oso. And then there's also like a best of compilation that has a couple unique tracks on it called Lust in Phase. But I don't know.
I'm looking at the good stuff playlist. I forgot about it.
What's that?
I forgot about your playlist, the good stuff. I've been meaning to look at. I have to go pee and do it so much.
Okay. Are you gonna go?
I think so.
Okay.
Otherwise, nothing to me. Like bad about my life. I mean, but I'll talk to you later. Thanks for having me call, I suppose, forcing me.
No, thanks for coming on. It always makes the show better.
All right, I love you. I'll talk to you later.
All right, love you. Take care. We'll see you next time, or I'll probably see you soon.
Yeah, it's all about the show. No, I'm just kidding.
Also, Thanksgiving's coming up.
Yeah. I'll make a chicken. No, I'm kidding. All right, I'll talk to you.
All right, bye.
Bye.
So we've been on over 2 hours now. Hopefully I can finish this page soon. The sooner I finish it, the more I can squeeze other stuff in. I have I tried to use my time as wisely as possible today, and I still didn't have time. It was like either start this show or do sketchbook drawings, and the book kind of seemed more important to me. So I wanted to start a show, but I didn't get in any sketchbook drawing today. And I was really trying to squeeze everything in, but it's the way it worked out. Sometimes there just isn't enough room for everything. But man, it is always a better show, I think, when Liam comes on and talks to me. I should, I don't know who else I would get on here to talk to. I should have other people come on as well. The thing is, like I've asked people if they would want to come on and talk to me, and they're like, oh, sure. But then it's like actually asking them to come on, like, it's always kind of like, I don't want to bother anybody. But yeah, maybe. Also, I really got to get it so I can have like the dual screen set up, like my screen and then somebody else, or like my camera and then somebody else's camera on screen. You know what I mean? Instead of me holding my phone up to the camera. Like some low rent YouTube show. So what's going on in this page is Bonehead just got lectured by his boss, Mr. Shivers, the guy with the big meaty guy with the creepy smiley face mask. And he got this big lecture from his boss. And then now he's going back to his workstation to find that he left it on and running. And all these, because no one was there supervising, he left it like unattended. And all these bottles have piled up and are crashing to the floor and stuff and making a mess. And he gonna get in trouble. So after this, there's one more page of this scene. The next page, even though it's page 45, I think it's actually 647 because there was a page that one of the pages, I think it was like 34. I added a scene after it, and so it became 34, and then 34.2, 34.3. So it's actually... So anyway, the next page is going to be the last page of what will be issue 2. If I go ahead and do I will do the issues thing. And then, oh man, I can't wait to do the first page of what will be issue 3. I think it's a really cool page. I can't wait to show that one off. I already had Liam on the phone, and then also I was like, I don't want to, he might not be into being on the stream. So I don't know. I just figured I'd hold off and call him back. I'm almost done with this. I should finish before 9:30 here. I'm going for these Charles M. Schultz lines here. I don't know. Was his tremory looking lines, was that actually because of did he have Parkinson's or something? Let me see. I think he used to draw on big like oversized panels or whatever. Yeah. Like he used to draw his stuff real big. And I thought it was so he would draw straighter, but I could be misremembering things. I'm just trying to look. Failing health and retirement. Yeah, he had Parkinson's disease. Yeah, so I think he drew bigger to kind of draw more accurately, because his like shakiness would be drawn out longer. Does that make sense? Okay. Try and treat this wall a little differently. I like doing these like weird thatchy shading sometimes. And I think that'll do it for this page once I finish that. Oh, there's... Okay. Let's get some more meaningful ink on this brush. Okay, let's take a look. Let's see our page. I'm gonna spot some blacks here. Oh yeah. Okay, and I think that's what we're gonna call a day. Yeah. So I should be back tomorrow to do the last page of this scene, the last page of this chapter, and that'll be tomorrow. And yeah, we'll start the artwork for issue 3, because we're breaking this into issues now. Although the true book is going to be a big 200-page feast. But yeah, we'll start the artwork for issue 3. issue 1. Cleaning up pages is so slow going right now. I've only got a few left to do, I think, but I am going to try and get all the files ready for that. Probably sometime shortly after Thanksgiving is what I'm hoping for, and then we'll see about. I'm going to be finding out how I'm going to go about making these issues. Probably beginning of December, I'm guessing. I don't know. I'm figuring it out. But I'm looking into that stuff is slow going so far. But I'm just working on the artwork mostly. But anyway, we'll find out in the next couple weeks more about that stuff. Yeah, I should see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Keep on watching. Why not? And if you like this artwork, consider checking the links for my Twitter and my Instagram, which I usually post to daily or very, very close to daily. I draw something, color it, and post. So there's tons of content on there. Tons of cool little character drawings. That's all I got. So I'm going to leave you with the little logo here. And I'd like to remind you to be good to your mother. Because if you aren't, who on earth will be? I mean, come on. You've met her. Good night. Oh, I thought the theme was going to play, but I turned the sound off earlier.